Hey guys, it's Javi. So I'm here bringing you an unedited, unfiltered video because I want to talk about something. Home sellers just won $1.8 billion after a jury found there's a grand conspiracy among realtors. I want to talk about this because this is potentially going to change the way real estate is done. But more importantly, there's a lot of conversations happening on social media right now. There's a lot of real estate agents being victimized, like, oh my gosh, this is completely going to affect the way things are done. And they're like running around with chickens with their head cut off right now. But I think there's one victim in this that's not being talked about enough. And that is you guys, home buyers. And as someone who, yes, I am a real estate agent. You guys love to remind me of that. But I primarily made a lot of content for home buyers. I feel like I want to bring this to your attention so you guys know what to look out for. So a quick summary of what this trial is. Basically, a bunch of homeowners got together in Missouri and said, hey, it's not fair that we get to pay commissions to, not only are we paying the commissions to our listing agent, but we have to pay a buyer's agent commissions. And they got together and they sued the National Association of Realtors. Basically, anybody who's a real estate agent, in order to get your licensing, we have to go through the NAR and take our realtor ethics course, and we become a realtor, not just a real estate agent. And alongside Keller Williams, Anywhere, Remax, Home Services America, they were all taking a trial. And basically, I want to see what the evidence is and whatnot, so I haven't quite looked into it. But essentially, the idea is because they're heavily encouraged to pay buyer's agent commission, this is creating all real estate values to be inflated by whatever percentage they're paying. And there's been apparently $1.8 billion of damages because of that. So the way it works is if you're looking to sell your house, you talk to an agent. That agent negotiates what they're going to charge. You agree, you shake hands, right? That agent is now going to put your house on the market, going to take photos for you, going to represent you in the best way that you want to be represented. Then the conversation comes up, but what are we going to pay our buyer's agent? And sellers go, what? What do you mean? Yeah, what are we going to pay our buyer's agent? What a commission are we giving them? And then this is where it comes up. There's agents out there who just represent buyers, who have buyers, are showing houses all day, sending houses to buyers, and that's their only job. We need to compensate them for their time. Me as a listing agent, I'm just going to be here and I'm just going to field calls and just have it on the market and be in communication and market it. The buyer's agents are out there, basically moving buyers around and stuff. At this point, we're supposed to tell them there's no standard commissions. We're supposed to say you can charge whatever you want. But what happens in a lot of appointments is they'll bring up other listings in that area. And I just have to pull up a random ass house. This house here, $560,000. Well, Mr. Seller, this house is offering a 2.5% commission. They go, oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's pull up another house. Same area. This one is giving a 2.5% commission. Oh, okay, great. Well, let's see another one. This one is offering a 3% commission. And then the conversation is had, if you were a buyer's agent, which one would you want to show? Then the idea comes into your head, wait, there's buyer's agents out there that only show houses with higher commission. Well, golly gee, I don't want to be the only person, with a low commission. Let's pay them good money, right? And there's an idea out there that there are agents that just only show houses with higher commissions. Now, I want to say in the almost 10 years I've been doing this, I've never met anyone who has claimed to do that, nor have I ever seen anyone do that. But there is, I'm sure there are out there. I'm sure, there's a rule of thumb, right? What's it called? The something rule? I don't know. Worst case scenario, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Okay, now that we have that, we have the foundation set. Let's talk about potential changes. Real estate agents are going out here and they're saying the way real estate is done is forever going to be changed. And they're partially right. The way things are right now, there's buyer's agents, there's listing agents, and we all get paid by sellers. And now it's going to be completely different. Now buyer's agents are going to have to go and probably charge retainers for people, probably going to have to charge people like money to say, hey, if you want to hire me, here's the value I bring. This is how much you're going to pay me either when we close, or I'm thinking we're going to go more to a subscription/retainer model where you pay someone a monthly fee to, help them look at houses, open doors. And then once they close, they get some kind of bonus is what I'm guessing. I don't know. Let's talk about who's really winning here. So let's say there's a $500,000 house and it's paying 3% commission, just random one I just picked from that last house that we just saw. No standard commission, just an example I'm using from the house I just happened to see. So they're paying $15,000 in commission. So let's say there's a listing out there for 500K. This new rule comes in, becomes a national law, because I bet you there's going to be more lawsuits coming across the whole country. They go, okay, great. I no longer have to pay a buyer's agent commission. What happens? Are they going to reduce the price of their house by $15,000 and offer it for $485,000? No. They're going to keep that money. They're going to keep it at 500K, and they're going to pocket the additional 15K if it sells for that price. So the real winners here are the sellers, the homeowners. They get to keep more of their money, right? Now, who has won primarily over the last 3 or 4 years while the market completely shot up? Homeowners, right? Because houses inflated crazy and they had a bunch of equity. So really this is another W in their bag, or so they think, because they get to keep more money. Now, let's talk about your situation, because you're not going to see any of that savings. You maybe have researched how to buy a house, but you still probably will need to hire a real estate agent, because to access lockboxes, you still need someone who is licensed to represent you, right? You can't just go to a house and have it, or you have to call the listing agent to go out there and open it for you like the old-fashioned way. So you're in a position where you're like, okay, I have to keep calling every seller, every listing agent, having them go. And then what happens is when, if I decide to make an offer on that house, the same agent who's representing the seller will now represent me, and I'll have limited representation. But you're like, I don't want that. I want to have someone that I can call and show houses on when they're convenient for me. And I want to be able to, make offers and have someone represent me. Well, now you're going to have to pay someone out of your pocket to do that, which is the main thing that their lawsuit has been trying to do. So I'm sure you're not going to have to pay 2 or 3%. I'm sure there'll be a lot more discounted. But right now, here's the situation for home buyers. Interest rates are horrible. Prices are incredibly high. The houses have been less affordable now than they ever have been. So you're literally getting slapped in the face, smacked in the butt. You're getting tickled. You're getting your nose picked. It's just like you're getting your ass kicked. And now on top of that, you're being told we don't want to pay realtors commissions anymore. So that's up to you guys now to come up with your own money to pay your real estate agents. The last thing buyers need right now is a freaking purple nurple. Hey, by the way, you got to pay your commission to your realtor. Like this, honestly, I don't think this is a bad idea. I think this is a long time coming. This idea of the percentage for going to the buyers and seller, this was presented when houses were like 100,000, like 50,000, 120,000. The things were still cheap. So it makes sense why we have to kind of adjust those numbers a bit, because houses are so expensive now. So I'm not totally against this idea. I am in favor of an open market where buyers agents have to actually present value and get people like, hey, this is the value I bring. I'm going to get paid less overall, but I can actually help multiple people now and have some kind of consistent income. So I am totally for that. It's just the timing completely sucks because people, like I said, I think that's a perfect analogy. I just came up with it. It's a purple nurple in the middle of you getting your ass kicked. And it's what it's going to do is it's going to discourage you guys from wanting to go and buy houses now, because you're like, well, I don't want to hire in the realtor and pay him a few extra $1,000. I think, that's already a pain in the ass to buy right now. I'm just going to wait to buy. And that's it. And you're going to wait to buy. And which it's really ironic that what's probably going to happen is sellers like, I don't want to pay an extra 2-3% or whatever it is. And houses are going to start kind of dropping in value because there's a lot of supply right now. Demand is going to be decreased because people are not going to want to go buy right now. And that's going to ultimately make the market, I don't want to say crash, but definitely start deflating a lot. This could be the straw that broke the camel's back. So in the attempt to save another $5,000, $15,000, $20,000, they potentially just affected things. Now, here's the thing. Not only are home buyers going to be like, you guys are not going to be like, ugh, I don't want to have to spend an extra 2, 3, 4, 5K to pay a buyer's agent now. But say what you will about buyer's agents. That salesy, like money hungry kind of thing. And they're out there marketing themselves. They're out there, like asking for referrals. They're putting billboards up. They're actively encouraging home ownership to people. And I would agree a little too aggressively sometimes. Sometimes most people aren't ready for home ownership, but they're actively out there promoting home ownership to people because they're trying to make more money. If you just completely cut their job out and now it's like, well, that gravy train's done now, you are removing a lot more demand either. So there's the decreased demand of people that are like, I don't want to pay right now, things are too crazy. And then there's a decreased demand of like, well, there's buyers agents that are going to stop trying to market to buyers. So now the only buyers that are going to be available are the ones that are coming to their own conclusions that like, I want to buy now. So as supply is continuing to go up, up, and up, demand is going to start dropping. And for everyone who's cheering the demise of real estate agents, okay, this is going to definitely affect it, but the ones that are actually providing value in the marketplace are going to survive. Listing agents are still going to continue to list houses, but basically what we've done is we've just gave a purple nurple to home buyers who are getting beat up right now by multiple sources. And what's going to create, it's going to create like a deflation of interest in buying houses, and it's going to create overall the perfect storm for houses to start kind of dropping. And ultimately, who pays the price? I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it sucks that home buyers are going to have to save a little extra money to pay their agents, but this might be the price drops that we've been waiting for. So for everyone else out there, there's nothing solid yet. It's still like even in Missouri, like nothing's changing yet. This is still in deliberation, but I feel like this is something I'm going to follow very closely. So, but already the talks about it. I already know a few people that are like, all right, I'm not going to be a realtor no more. So I know there's going to be some effects even just from the start of this. So it takes time for things to change. So just kind of keep waiting, be patient. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Watch out for those purple nurples.